Top of the morning, traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, and this is the morning market prep video for February 14th, 2018. Valentine's Day, guys. Ladies, don't forget your Valentine today. You don't want to get yourself into trouble being so focused on the market that you forget that important holiday. At least it's important to some folks. So make sure you are prepared. The market. It's nice that we've had a little bit of a rest here. It's nice that we've had a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of consolidation going on. That's helped spill off a little bit of the volatility, but still not enough to really make me very comfortable. One of the things is really easy to do is lose focus. You know, we're so focused on the hard right edge of the chart. We lose focus on where we are in the overall of a chart. So let's take a look at that for a second. We are still in current downtrends. Okay, and the SPY, Diamonds, Qs, IWM, downtrends are still in play. And we need to also notice that we are approaching a very important level of resistance in the diamonds, in the SPY, in the Qs. All of them are dealing with important levels of resistance. And if we don't recognize that, we could really put ourselves in harm's way, because it's so easy, like I say, to get lost in the hard right edge, only wanting to see bullishness because that's, hey, we're normal people. We want the market to go up, right? That's a normal emotional thing that happens in most traders. We just want the market to go up. But we have to recognize this resistance level. Do one more thing. Throw on the moving averages and notice that we are approaching that 50-day moving average. Notice that the 50-day moving average is starting to flatten, starting to roll over. Also notice that the 34 EMA is dangerously close to crossing down below the 50-day moving average. Okay, so we have some issues here to deal with, and if we take a look, if we take a look at the other, well, for Pete's sake, the other indexes, you can see we also have those dangers lurking just below the surface right here as well. Okay, now IWM's kind of in a class by itself. It really got ugly, and it's a long ways from being helpful to the market right now. It could end up being the market that clues us to a potential failure if we start to show failure patterns at these moving averages. Okay, now this morning we've got a couple things to kind of keep in mind as we look forward. First, futures are showing more than a 100-point gap up in the Dow. Okay, so if we take a look at that Dow Jones Industrial Average, or the diamonds here, you can see we're looking at a fairly significant gap up this morning. Still not breaking through resistance levels, all right? But that's not the full story yet. This could get better or worse very, very soon when the economic information comes out. Market seems very, very fixated right now on the potential of inflation. And we're going to get an important inflation number right here this morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And that is that consumer confidence, or excuse me, the CPI number. If that CPI were to happen to come in better than expected, and I think we're going to be really sensitive around that 2.0 number. If overall CPI comes in above 2.0, we could see those bears get reinvigorated here and worrying about additional interest rate rises. Is it rational? I got to be honest. I don't think the big worry on inflation right now is all that rational, but it's very real in the price action, so we have to pay attention to it. If it happens to come in, nicely below 2.0. You know, if we we're expecting somewhere around 1.9 or something around there for today. If it would happen to come in at a 1.7 or a 1.6 or something like that, significantly lower than expectations, we could see the bulls grab a hold of that, just saying, hey, inflation's not as bad as we originally thought. So kind of keep that in mind as you look at these charts, that this number right here could really move things around prior to the market open. So be really, really careful in your preparation for today. Then we have retail sales. Retail sales are expected to show just modest improvements in retail sales. Business inventories are also expected to have ticked up just a little bit higher. And, you know, the EIA petroleum status report going to be very important probably for oil stocks today. The last two reports have shown a build in supplies. A third would certainly confirm a trend may be in place that we're going back up in supplies, that the cold winter demand has been taken care of and starting to fall off. So we need to understand that if oil is selling off, that's going to make it very difficult for the market to continue moving up as well. So we need to see that number change. We need to see that number show a decline in supplies and give us an opportunity for those oil stocks to bolster just a little bit. That will help the overall market. So keep that in mind. On the earnings front, there were about 180 companies reporting earnings today. Lots of things to focus on here. That also means that with that many companies reporting and with the VIX as high as it is, we can expect considerable volatility in stocks. Fast price action, big potential swings, whipsaws can occur intraday very, very quickly with VIX clear up here. Now let's keep in mind VIX has been pulling back, and that is nice that it has been pulling back, but it's just been stubbornly resistant to really fall. And if I were to draw a pattern on here, I think everyone would see this as either a wedge or a pennant type pattern here. We need to get this either moving down here soon, because if we were to break higher, considering where we are on our index is very, very close to a 50-day moving average, a potential failure there could really bring the bears back to town. I mean, and fast, and they could move the market a lot. So we need to see that fear start to subside, and it may be in the data today that helps us determine which direction we might go here. So be really, really careful, guys, and plan your trades very, very carefully. Remember, preparation is far more important than luck. So with that in mind, hey everyone, if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor and click on that subscribe button. Also click on the follow me button on Facebook. I would appreciate that. Click those thumbs up buttons. That helps me show these videos to more people and makes that algorithm work a little bit better for me. And by the way, guys, thank you very much for all the wonderful comments. You guys are the best. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to share this video with any friends and family that might find it helpful. And everyone, I want to wish you a fantastic day. I wish you great profits, and I will talk to you all very, very soon, bright and early tomorrow morning.